Well, let me tell you something, brother. I'm running for president, just like Hollywood Hulk Hogan, WWE Monday Night Wars Elite.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Hollywood Hulk Hogan unboxing and review, and this time from the Walmart exclusive Monday Night Wars line. But for all your Monday Night Wars figure needs and a whole lot more, better hit up Walmart. But for everything else under the sun, hit up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Got to get a deal out there. And of course, going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. Part of the Ted DiBiase Build-A-Figure wave hitting the SummerSlam shippers right now, possibly at your local Walmart. And from what I've seen, 2 shippers so far, he is the peg warmer of the bunch. They really made a lot of this Hulkster. I think there was like 3 of him, 3 Jerry Lawler, and like 3 Alberts. No Mudas when I did go to my store, of course. But I got to think not everybody's wanting this Hollywood Hulk Hogan. We've had a few Hollywood Hulk Hogans. This is a bit of a deep cut, an interesting cut, but a deep cut, and there possibly could be. Todd, what do you think about this? Is there Hollywood Hulk Hogan overload? I shouldn't be saying this to Todd here because Todd, I know what you're going to say here. Does anybody ever get overloaded on a figure? Dare I say a Batman figure maybe? Do people get sick of Batman? They never get sick of Batman. They never get sick of Hulk Hogan. Well, I can tell you I'm sick of Hulk Hogan because I'm an Ultimate Warrior guy. I told everybody back in the day about the Hulkster. Nobody wanted to believe me except one Bobby the Brain Heenan. We're on the same page, thick as thieves, me and Bobby, of course, once upon a time. But I got to think there's maybe some Hogan overload, and we've seen that from Mattel, as of course, I talked about this a year ago or so. They've segued into the year of John Cena, and a lot of those places in the collector lines and things have been replaced with John Cena, where they were probably Hulk Hogan before. And I do think we need a Hulkster break, but I'm going to put my business hat on. I don't think you want to do too much of a break. I think you still got to pepper out some Hulksters, and we're seeing Mattel still doing that, just not at the volume of last year where it was the 40th anniversary of course, one Hulk Hogan. But I got to think John Cena going to carry us the rest of this year at 25 and into 2026. You're going to get a lot of these most looks from his last run in those lines there. So we're not out of the woods on Cena, but it'll be interesting to see where he goes and then where the Cody Rhodes of the world goes, and especially the Hulkster in the next couple of years. And we're dangerously close. Dare I say we're knocking on the back door like a young Deep Purple once upon a time, as we're getting closer and closer to the 40th anniversary of the Ultimate Warrior. And I expect Mattel, you thought the 40th anniversary of the Hulk Hogan was bad. They're going to double it up. They want double the amounts of Ultimate Warriors out there. I might just be making that up, Todd McFarlane, but I'm going to put that bug in their ear. And I don't think it'll go one ear out the other, but give me all the Ultimate Warriors for the 40th anniversary. We need all the Warriors. That's me deep down inside. But let's dive into the Hulkster here. The Hulkster is running for president, brother. He's ready to go. And for some reason, I thought this was him on Jay Leno, but it wasn't Jay Leno. That was a different look appearance thing, but I think he did talk about his presidency run on that one there. He went under the Train and Eat Your Vitamins company, I think is what he was trying to do. Didn't work out well for the Hulkster there. He had a few skeletons in his closet back then and maybe a few more now. Who knows what the Hulkster's up to? But I did meet the Hulkster not too long ago. He was pretty good, I guess. He saw my chic shirt and was like this, and I shook his hand. I said, never forget Mania 6, and then I walked off, and he just looked stunned and didn't know what was hitting him here. But once a Warrior guy, always a Warrior guy. You guys know that. But the Hulkster looking good. The black and white attack here representing the NWO with that stocking hat. Man, he looks so cool. Looks so cool in that stocking hat. There's old trillionaire Ted down there, Monday Night Wars, Elite. 8 and up, you 7-year-olds, you can't handle this. You can't even vote for the presidency. So what are you doing here, you 7-year-olds? Get out of here. Maybe not. You're welcome. You're welcome over here. Hollywood Hulk Hogan right there as well. Just looking so cool, so iconic right there, of course. Hollywood Hulk Hogan, Monday Night Wars, Elite, certified authentic, so no grandmas are confused. On the back, there's trillionaire Ted again. You got the cross cell down below. Looks like I got a foreign edition card right here. No blurbage, no tail of the tape. What is he? Venice Beach, California, 6'6", 340 pounds. I'm trying to do it off my memory. This represents Hollywood Hulk Hogan in his presidency run on Monday Nitro. I don't know. I'm just making it all up, but I think it works. It works. I can be paid to do copyright in the future here, maybe possibly. We'll see. Jibber jabber down low, of course. But let's see what it says. Nothing, actually. Trillionaire Ted DiBiase. I forgot he was a trillionaire. I was thinking billionaire Ted, but billionaire Ted wasn't that Ted Turner or something? I don't know. He's trillionaire Ted is what he is. Monday Night Wars background. Used to that. See you later, Hulkster. Goodbye. Plastic prison. Look at those boas. He's ready to go. And he's locked down. He's got rubber bands. He's got twist ties. They know the Hulkster. They know he's dangerous. They know he's trouble. I don't know. When's the Hulkster going to finally run for president? Probably after his freestyle wrestling's done. I think he's going to be very busy with that. So many people going to those shows. I heard they sold out something like 2 million people going to that show. What? It wasn't 2 million. It was 300 tickets sold. Well, same thing. You know, you see 300 people together. You see a million people together. It's the same thing. You can't tell the difference. Nobody can count that fast. Yeah, it's a million. And it's really 300. That's what you do. That's what you do. Like sometimes you see like how many people watched a video on my channel, like maybe a Fraggle Rock video, you know, and I had 112 people that watched the video or something like that. It's really 1,012,000 is what that is. YouTube just messed up. Trust me. Trust me on that. Everybody loves the Fraggles. We know that. We know that. But we got twist ties all over the place. See you later. The Hulkster presidential shuffle right there. It's like the Harlem shuffle, but totally different is what that is. Rubber band. Man, they're locking the Hulkster down. They don't want him messing around here. Of course, he is running for president after all. Get the Hulkster straightened up and we're ready to go, brother. Let's dive into it here. We got the two sweet hands here. Of course, if I'm a president, I'm going to be too sweet in everybody all day long. Two sweet hands. Seen it before. We'll see him again. Got the old Ted DiBiase head here. Ted looks like he's been into the good stuff is what he looks like there. His eyes just blazed over there. So who knows what Ted's up to right there. And got a lot of Ted DiBiase stories one day we'll tell on the channel as well. Maybe we'll tell him when we build the Build-A-Figure. We'll see what happens there. But let's dive into this Hulkster. Let's see what Hulkamania is up to here. Now, interesting Hulkster. I guess dying days of the NWO, kind of the last hurrah of NWO was what we would call this here. But man, it looks weird and goofy. Those glasses, that's where we're going to start. I guess these glasses look like something out of the Edge and Christian reject pile once upon a time. Just crazy alien-like, bug-like glasses there. I guess that was the style in the time, apparently. I don't know, but looks absolutely wild. And then you got the stocking hat over the top, and that's absolutely wild, too. Is this that, this might even be the biker taker from the Legends 27, just painted differently, possibly. So you got to get the most out of your molds. We know how that goes. But got the NWO stocking hat. Looks a little strange in the white with the black NWO. I don't know, is what it is, though. It's a moment in time if there ever was one, that's for sure. A definite far cry from the old days of the Hulkster and the do-rag, that's for sure. But we do get these big old glasses here. They are removable, so we got that. And then we got the Hulkster's head. I do like that we got this screaming, yelling Hulk. Is this the same head sculpt we got that Target Legends not too long ago in the Ultimate line? Might be the same with some tweaks. Very yellow hair on him here. Now, he does get the boas. We've seen these before with many a times over the last couple of years, so got to get the most out of your molds there. And then we dive into the body here. You got the NWO shirt going on. Obviously, it's your classic NWO shirt. It's a tank top, looking very good. Velcro in the back. NWO belt around the waist there. Of course, you might need to whip Ric Flair or maybe David Flair. You never know what he might be up with, too, with that. But looking good. Beautiful hot dog tan on this one. You know I'm a sucker for a hot dog tan. I'm working on a little bit of a tan. I've been working in the yard, been working outside, riding the Jeep. It's summertime. It's been 100 degrees the last month. Living the dream, I guess. So I'm getting a little bit of that hot dog tan. Not quite up to this level yet, but I'm working on it. I'm working on it. By August, I'll have that beautiful hot dog tan going. And then I'll have skin cancer by the fall. It'll be great. It'll be a good time. But we do got that beautiful color tone of the hot dog tan. Got those gloves going on, two gripping hands. No fists for the Hulkster. When you're a president, you try to do your actions with your words and not your fists. That's what you try to do. That was, I think he ran on that, if I'm not mistaken. Black tights down here, black knee pads. You got the black boots there. NWO on the sides. Hollywood on the inside there. Looking very, very nice. And of course, articulation all the way around for us. Bicep cut. Double jointed pinless elbows. A little bit loose in those elbows, I will say. Hands back, forth, side to side. Hands removable. Head removable, back, forth, side to side. Got that ab crunch ready to go. They're pretty good there. Waist articulation. You got those Hulkster splits. Uh-oh, we're seeing a little Vietnam, I think. We'll see. Oh, no, maybe not. He goes up for that big boot. Look at that. Watch out. He's going to boot somebody. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Tom McFarland fact checked this, but he said he was going to big boot Bill Clinton is what he was going to do way back in the day. Said, I'm over that Bill Clinton. And I think when he was running Who was he running against? Who was he going to run against? It wasn't Clinton, was it? It was probably Bush or something. I'm trying to go back. You know, I need to get my wife in here, of course, for many reasons. But my wife has an amazing talent that she can list every single president in order. It's amazing to see her do that. And it's funny when she gets to the end because you knew she learned that song when she was in like elementary school. And then at the end, she's like, Obama. It like takes her a second. It just doesn't flow like the rest. But one of these days on the Kyle Peterson Show podcast, shout out to the podcast, my wife and I every single Tuesday, we're going to have her do that. Might be a President's Day special. We'll see what ends up happening there. But big boot goes up beautifully right there. Double jointed pinless knees. Those are the hits I like. You guys know that. Forgot the thigh cut as well. Boot cut. Big boots on the Hulkster, giving him some serious height right here. And you get the back forth, side to side, up and down. Articulation right there on the ankles. Definitely an interesting Hulkster. I don't think this is going to be anybody's favorite Hulkster ever. But when you're deep into the Hulkster figures like Mattel is, you got to give us stuff like this every once in a while because there's only so many new looks we can get. And me personally, I am thankful for things like this because I can see them saying, well, let's just start over again with the Hulksters we've already released 8 years ago. We'll start over and just re-release them. I don't want that. I understand they need to do that from time to time, but I want to still see new stuff coming at us and love to see stuff coming at us, as you guys do know. Hulkster, fitting on a ringside stand. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. An interesting moment in time Hulk Hogan, if there ever was one. And let's bring out some of the other Hulksters, brother. Here's another NWO Hogan. We've had many of those, as we do know. We also need this one here, the Monday Night Wars one. That was a good one, too. Another moment in time, deep cut Hulkster. I'm here for that. And then we got to have some protection for the Hulkster. He's got to have some Secret Service, of course. The Disciple and Virgil going to watch his back in more ways than one. And maybe help him in the shower. You never know what they might be up to. But the NWO riding again, this time all the way to the White House, baby. Taking it all the way there. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. But never say never. Maybe the Hulkster will be the next president of the United States. I think there's a better chance the Ultimate Warrior being the president of the United States than Hulk Hogan. And as we all know, the Warrior passed away many years ago. So we'll see what happens there. But there it is, the latest Monday Night Wars Hulk Hogan. What's your guys' thoughts on this one? Would you have voted for Hulk Hogan? Be seriously. Would you have voted for him for the presidency back then? Put yourself back in those shoes. Would you have voted for him? I'd be interested to hear if you would have. Personally, I think if he would have ran, Jesse Ventura would have stepped up and ran and just slaughtered him. Old Jesse. Shout out to Jesse Ventura. No conspiracies here. But let me know your thoughts on this one in the comments down below. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bells. We got videos every single day and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, on Patreon, YouTube channel memberships. Your best way to support this YouTube channel and all the content it does bring. Mentioned my podcast earlier. Check it out. Enjoy my wife and me diving into all kinds of different stuff every single week, including some action figure stuff, some business hat stuff, some new food trials, album of the week. You name it, it's over there on the podcast. Would love to have you come by and visit. Check it out wherever podcasts are found. Videocast on YouTube. SirPaul64 on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and TheKylePetersonShow at gmail.com. So for NWO, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, I'm Kyle, brother. See you guys all real soon.
Well, are we going to dance or are we going to play?